All right. Looks like I'm live. Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name is Landon, and here we play Jank. And today we are just playing some Jank, you know? Viewer battles, if people wish to battle me, get in line in the Discord, and we will get some viewer battles going. And that should be fun. That should be real fun. Like, real fun. Not that fake fun stuff. The real fun stuff, you know? You know? Do 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 do. Seems like the bot doesn't want to do its jab. Let's see if I hit stream settings. Where's the link to send to people? Alright, yep. Cancel that. Where is the link? Is that the link? No, that can't be it. I don't think that's it. I go back. There we go. Get shareable link. There we go. Let's see. At everyone, I am live. There we go. There we go. People now know that I am live. And if you are here, let me know in the chat. And I'll say hi. How you doing? Welcome. Create poll. What should today's poll be about? That is a good question. Fluffball, welcome to the stream. I'm here playing some Pokemon Trading Card Game live. How are you doing? Big Back Attack Ben, welcome. How are you all doing? I'm trying to come up with what the poll should be for today. Got any suggestions? Could be Pokemon related, could be, the Switch 2 was kind of revealed and stuff. We could have a poll based off that. What do y'all think? What should the poll be about today? Do you like Pokemon? Yes, I do. Should that be the poll question? I don't think so. That's a bit too generic, right? Especially for my channel. I do a lot of Pokemon stuff. So, yeah. If you're here and you don't like Pokemon, I don't know why you're here. No, I hate Pokemon. I hate watch all Pokemon content. Said the truest Digimon fan. What are my challenges today? Do 400 damage, use an attack that costs 3 energy, and play a match with 4 Pokemon in your deck. Alright. I'm going to switch off to Pauper. I really like this deck. I've been playing it all week. It's been so much fun. let's see, and then this one is gonna be kinda Are you going to play Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch 2? Should be the poll. I mean, I think everyone's going to try, right? Yeah, let's get people's just general feelings about the Switch 2, and maybe next week we can be like, are you going to play Legend ZA on Switch 1, Switch 2? Not at all, you know, sort of thing. I'm going to hit play and start playing. Oh, okay. So far, it's 100%. Love it! Loving the Switch 2 Direct that happened today. I don't feel like I'm that... I don't feel like I'm that level, right? I feel like it looked good. It looked good. One person voted kind of meh. I mean, I could understand that. To me, it really felt like the Wii U launch, where it was like, hey, you know, all these great games that kind of passed us by because we're doing our own thing? Yeah, now we're getting them. And we all know what happened with the Wii U, right? But the exclusives looked fun. I'm super curious about that From Software Dawn Blood game. Looks interesting. I'm not... I haven't played, like, Dark Souls. I haven't even played Elden Ring, so, you know, might be my chance to play those coming here soon. Alright, we're going first. Why do I feel like I already know what deck I'm playing against? I do need some energy. Currently I got 9. Okay, if I Ultra Ball, I could get another Rookity, which is kind of fine and everything. Can't get an energy this turn. Arvin can get me an energy. Yeah, I'll just wait till next turn then. The Dawnbloods looked fine. Looked fun. Looked interesting. The Donkey Kong game looked cool. The Mario Kart game looked awesome. I am glad that you just have to buy the enhanced tax, you know? I wish they would be a little bit more clear about pricing. There's probably information about that up on their website currently that I just haven't seen yet. Because I just finished watching it. It's been a busy day. So I just finished watching it. Wow, that is what is up with that? I don't know. Okay. Dun. I don't... I wish there was just a few more risk takers, you know? Like, a few more things that felt like they were doing something crazy. I guess Kirby Air Ride is a risk taker. Mostly just because, yeah, the internet has had a resurgence of love for that series, Kirby Air Ride or whatever it was called on GameCube. Super happy about GameCube, though, games. That would be cool. Looks like we're playing against our good old friend Spidops. Nice. Love Spidops. Yeah. The price of the Switch 2 is a little high for me. I was thinking it would be like 400 then 450 for the bundled version. No, it's 450 for the base and then 500 for the bundled version, which is a little high for me. If my wife and I both sold our Switches, right, we would only get, like, for both of us to upgrade, we have to spend $1,000. That's nuts. For us, that's nuts. Maybe for you, it's super easy, but for us, that's pretty nuts to think about. So, yeah. I don't know. We got Hops Cramorant. I can Arvin and grab Buddy Buddy. There's an Arvin. Let me grab... Wait, where'd it go? I don't see a Buddy Buddy, so I guess I'll grab Hop's Bag and TM Evo. Hop's Bag is going to let me grab a couple of Rookadies. Let me look at all the Pokemon available. Perfect. Perfect. We're looking good. We are looking good right now. We can go ahead, attach that there, play down Cram, TM Evo. We are going to Evolution both the Quaxley and a Rookidee. Very nice. Corpsequire is out. And Quaxwell is out. Now we just need Corviknight and Quaquaval, and we'll start flowing pretty well here. But playing against Spidops, I have not thought about Spidops in a long time as like a serious competitor. So it's fascinating to see it back in action here. And they've got that out. They can retreat this Squawk ability, get the Spidops up, or they can just Prime Catcher. You're really going to take out my Quaxwell? I mean, he's not even Quax good. He's Quaxwell. Like, he's okay at quaxing. Whatever. Cypher Gaming, that Cram is awesome. Oh, yeah. My video on Friday is all about Hops Cramorant. Highly recommend you check it out. It's a fun time. Richard, kind of want to do Spidops with the new Grimmsnarl. So I went over this in my jank list. The Grimmsnarl is just more effort than it's actually worth. Let me pull up my jank list again, because I think I did the math for it. And it's in there, rather than doing the math again right now. Do 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 do. Grimmsnarl, here we go. It outpaces Spidops at 5 retreat cost. That's how far it takes for Grimmsnarl to outpace Spidops. It's 5. But you gotta remember, Spidops is the one with the ability too. So if you don't have that ability, how are you going to build this deck, right? That's kind of my thoughts. We're going to do Rookidee in the active, just because I can. What do we get off the top? Of course we would have gotten that. Oh my gosh. That is so infuriating. Let's draw up. Oh my gosh, we didn't get Corviknight? Come on. Okay, I can get Quaxley back. So I'm going to do that. Let's get Quaxley back out here. And we will Postwick. And do 80. I think. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's just what we do is 80. Cypher Gaming, I love one prize decks. My Diplin deck is still my favorite. Heck yeah, Diplin is so good. I think people undervalue Diplin so much. Boss's orders up the end. The Hops Cramorant. Okay. Okay. I don't know why exactly. Hops Cramorant isn't that big of a threat for this deck, right? In my opinion. if I get Corviknight, Rare Candy up this Rookity up to Corviknight and an extra energy, I'm doing more damage and taking far less damage, right? Especially with that Sea King from Prismatic. Oh yeah, I think Festival Lead is better than a lot of people say it is, and so like I don't know. I expect a lot. I expect a lot from it going forward. Maybe that is ridiculous of me to expect. Oh jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna Ultra Ball, discarding a Rare Candy. I know that's crazy, right? We're gonna grab Corviknight here. We're gonna Rare Candy into the Corviknight, into the active. There we go. We got, I don't know, just one energy. Just one energy. That's all I need. You couldn't give me one energy? Oh my gosh. What the heck is going on here? I can Super Rod back. I got 2 Pokemon. I don't think so. Let's see. I can shoot through and try to get this Minior knocked out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Shoot through. 50 damage onto the Minior. So this got 70 damage, 70 HP left. Slowin', hey Jank, hey there, Slowin', how you doing? I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling pretty good. How's your day been? It's been a busy day. I just watched the Nintendo Direct before I jumped on live. Like, I had just finished it. We watched like one more video about Doctor Who, and then I came out here and am streaming. So it's been pretty busy, getting a lot of stuff done today, which is good. But yeah, just really got the Switch 2 on the old noggin here, you know? Alright, so they knocked out Corviknight. Just perfect. I'm going to throw up Corv's Acquire. The Switch 2 is amazing to me. The tech is incredible. The tech is incredible. Definitely. Highly agree with that. So I said this earlier, and people will probably hate them. I think this, but it makes me feel the whole presentation we saw, right? It makes me think of the Wii U. Yeah, I know that's gonna be upsetting to people, but that's how it made me feel. It's a lot of like games that the Switch missed out on that, oh, now the Switch 2 is getting their hands on, finally, you know? Which kind of happened with the Wii U. It was like, oh, here are a bunch of games that, like, we kind of missed out on before. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, I don't have Bossasaurus in this deck, so that's kind of a shame, but... can I get next match? Yeah, Sloan, you definitely can. I do have Discord up. So if people want to jump in line, the viewer battle request is there, available to you, if you'd like. But Sloan, you'll be up first. What's up with the squirrel? So the squirrel works pretty well with Quackaville, where you shuffle, the squirrel makes you shuffle your hand, put it at the bottom of the deck, then you draw one. And then Quackaville says put one card from your hand on the bottom of your deck and draw up until you have 5. So it's like Babarrel, but not as good as Babarrel, but kind of what we've got for Babarrel, if that makes sense. Okay. Corv's Acquire goes into the active. There's a Metal Energy. I'll go ahead and attach it. I'm going to go Arvin. Oh, do I go the Corviknight or do I go the Quackaville? That's my question. Oof. I could Rare Candy for the Quackaville, right? And then I can draw. Or I can just go straight Ultra Ball Corviknight, and that's enough to get a knockout here. Ultra Ball. No. That was what I was going to discard. And that. Done. Dang it. What's Corviknight's first attack? Speed Dive, 30 damage. Rare Candy. Play down the Squirrel Vet. Since I only have one card, I'm just going to up tempo first. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Rookadee. Postwick. Squirrel Vet. Come on. Top deck Corviknight. Come on. Dang it. Hops Kramer. Just because. 140 does not get the knockout. That stinks. I'm 10 damage off. No Corviknight, the stage 2. Yeah. Yeah, I went with the draw engine because I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be better in the long run. It wasn't. So next turn, I need a Rare Candy Corviknight, a Hops Choice Band. I need this guy to be in the active instead of this one, and then I can knock out both and get 4. Wait, are you actually giving that to me? You're not, are you? Okay, okay. Interesting. So I can knock out this Spidops and shoot through this Teal Mask, right? Oh no, we're cooked. I mean, aren't I always? Well done. You don't want to consume jank raw, right? You want it well done. You want it cooked, right? So... that's my excuse. Okay, so Rookadee goes there. What do I get off the top deck? Metal Energy. Let's see. I don't need a Metal Energy. I need Hops Choice Band, Rare Candy, Corviknight. So we're going to Squirrel Vet for one more card. We get Corviknight, but I have to up tempo. I was hoping to just go one deeper, right? We get Rare Candy, Corviknight, Hops Choice Band. Let's see, they're doing 120, so I don't want to attach energy. Shoot through. Yes. We'll knock out that Spidops. Put... I just need one more shoot through here. I don't think I've got this. But at least I'm making it more exciting. Because we've got Spidops here. That's going to be 2 shoot throughs to get through, right? Hyper Blower. Quaffle's like my only option here. To survive a hit. You also have resistance? No, Corviknight's not resistant to grass. Did you change your PTCGL name? Yes, it is now Jank Play TCG. I talked to, what's it called? Support, basically, customer support, to get that name changed. Alright, Sloan, did you want to play Pauper or Standard? I've got a couple decks I want to play. I have the same deck. One built for Standard, one built for Pauper. So I do want to get that. Oh, come on, on opponent, boo. I'll play against Pauper. Alright, alright. Ooh, whoa, I did everything. Very nice. Let's just hit collect all. Let me do this quick opening, Sloan. Alright, trainer points. Turo. We got Carablast. Shuppet. Caparaja. Alolan Graveler. Noivern. And Metagross. Nice. Nice. Although that last one was kind of gross, but you know. That, get it? Joke, funny. Ah. They didn't need to hyperblower then boss like that. They wanted to. Wait, why is this deck invalid? No, I do own enough. Okay. Hold on, Slowen. Gotta fix my deck. Something's gone wrong. Oh, wait. Doot. Doot doot. Alright, and then Maractus. So I can -1, 2, 1, 2, exchange. Just 100 tickets. Maybe they were feeling silly. Yeah. Alright. So this is Bug Ninja Pauper. I'm currently thinking of doing a Bug Ninja video. Not this Friday, but the following Friday. And that will have the standard version and the Pauper version for people, which I think would be fun. And here is the Pauper version. I've worked on the standard version more, just letting y'all know, because it's easy to play standard. Playing Pauper takes a little bit more effort. But hey, now's my chance to get this thing tested and see how we do. Alright, so 6 votes in on the poll. Half of you love the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. The other half, no one said they hate it, which is good. No, I am excited. I'm just, I also just felt like, oh yeah, good. That's coming. I just kept feeling like that. Wait, who's going first? Sloane's going second. Yeah, okay. Done. Cleffa. Very nice. Bug catching set. Ooh, that's good. I'll play that down. And then I'm just going to end my turn there. Because that'll get me one more card draw before I bug catching set, where I'm trying to hit a second energy for the Shelmet, evolve into Selgor. I can punch, switch to the bench. Maractus will be in the active. And if they knock out Maractus, they take 100 damage, which is so awesome. You know, I should be playing the Grass Toad's Cool, because that can still evolve into the Fighting Toad's Cruel that I have. I'm very happy with the quest changes. 300 crystals a day is awesome. I like the quest change that we now have a third quest to do with. I hope for more long-term quests, if that makes any sense. Maybe like have one that's like for a month, or maybe have one that's like for the entire season of this battle pass. Play, you know, a game with Hop, a game with Iono, a game with and a game with Lily Pokemon in your deck, right? Like just one type a deck, you know, or you could put them all into one deck and try to win that way. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what I would like to see. I'm gonna say no to that. Sorry, Selgor. Let's Professor's Research. Okay, Spike Energy works. That works. I still get the knockout. Boop. And I still got the Selgor. Nice. Excited about the new Kirby Air Ride game. The GameCube era was my gaming jam. I didn't play Kirby Air Ride. I know people love it on the internet nowadays, but when I worked at a game store, way back when, the Kirby Air Ride game didn't sell, wasn't too popular, it seemed. I wasn't there at launch, obviously. I was there when they had some used games. The Kirby Air Ride kind of just sat on the shelf. So, I don't know. Lots of people are excited about it. I wouldn't mind trying it, like, when the game comes out. You know, I'll be excited for it. But I'm not like, I gotta buy a Switch 2 to get this, right? I think the only game I'm feeling that with, which is funny, Metroid Prime 4 and Legends Arceus Z to A. They're both going to be on the Switch. They're just enhanced versions, and it's like, I'd rather just have the enhanced version, thank you. You know? That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Another Selgor. Awesome. Brock Scouting can get me some good stuff. Yeah, let's do a Brock's Scouting. I'll go ahead and grab Toadskool and Maractus. Very nice, very nice. Toadskool, Maractus, Spike Energy, Maractus. Let's go Pokegear. Another Brock Scouting for next turn. Perfect. Then I will have my Toadskool out. Very nice. It got critically panned, but it's hard to find a player who hates it. Yeah, that's what I've seen, is that people that played it love it. And the people that didn't kind of have no feelings towards it. It's not something that excites them. It's not something that disappoints them, you know? It took away my Brock Scouting and did not give me what I wanted? How dare you, sir? Or madam. Or whatever. How dare you, person? You evolved to remove the you can't retreat effect. But check out how much damage they're going to take. Sure. I won't be able to do that much damage back to them. But just watch. That is 120 damage that they're going to take, putting them at 150 HP. Then I bring up a Selgor, and I poison, confuse them, and I get, let's see, 60 less. So I do 10 damage. But yeah, look at this. And Vengeful Punch. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what I like to see there. A Selgor, go. All right. We've got Perilous Jungle. We'll play down Maractus. Might as well Super Rod. And Professor's Research. Okay, we get the Toadskool, which is awesome. We get a Vengeful Punch, which is also awesome. Put that there. Spike Energy there. Poisonous Spray. Poisonous Play. Sorry. Poisonous Play. Alright. They take 30 damage from the poison. They got 110 HP left. They're confused, so if they try to attack, they gotta flip a coin. Now, they do got this Corv's Acquire, which they can evolve up to Corvin Knight, and... oh, Super Potion. Okay. Super Potion does not remove effects, though. Okay. Going by... hold on. I like that Scarlet and Violet is getting a free upgrade for Switch 2. Is it? When did they show that? I didn't see that. Oh, Clinton, I heard people went wild in chat for Silk Song. People love Hollow Knight, right? Silk Song has been coming for years. When it actually releases, I'll believe it. I didn't see a free upgrade for Scarlet Violet. I saw that there was going to be an enhanced version for Arceus. On Pokemon's website? Pokemon. Explore Luminous City on Switch 2. Let's go to Video Game and Apps. I'm not seeing it. Let's see. A Selgor, yeah. Now I'll attack. I'll move to the bench again with another Maractus in hand. Maractus comes down. Brock Scouting. Let's get a Selgor out. Uh-oh. The game. Yeah, I didn't see it on the website. Maybe I need to look better. There's a update coming for Legends Arceus. I don't know if that will be free, but yeah. Up. Richard's proven me wrong here. I gotta check the Discord. See how wrong I am. Centro leaks. That is not their website. I just want to put that out there. That is not their website. Dang, I got it off of poison, not damage, so I didn't get the extra prize. Just saying, Richard. Just saying. You told me it was on their website. I do not see it. Let's see. If I go Scarlet, do they have like latest news or anything with Scarlet? Yep, maybe I'm just blind. Maybe I'm not seeing the right one. Sorry, read it through them. Just figured it would have been pulled from the site. I should also check the press site. Legend ZA, brand fact sheet, Journey Together launch. Let's see. I can go Grass Energy, Retreat to Selgor, Poisonous Play. Toad's Cruel giving my guys free retreat is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yep, nothing. No worries, Richard. You know, if it does happen, that's cool. If it doesn't happen, that's fine, because I kind of feel like they need to put Scarlet Violet in the rearview mirror. Focus on Legend ZA and Gen 10 for the 30th anniversary next year. That's kind of my feelings for it. Steel Wing, 150. Ideal, 120 back. Nice. Selgor go. I got bug catching sets, spiky energy. I can super rod some stuff back, but I don't think I need anything back. I guess a Selgor, but no, I'm actually good on everything. So now that I have the grass energy secured, I'll do that. And Poisonous Play. Goes that. Oh, I only did 100 because I didn't have the spike energy on it. So now this would do 80 to them. They got 130 HP. That's if they don't flip tails on Confusion also. Yeah. So... yeah, I played Hollow Knight for a little bit. So yeah. Going by your Pauper format, you could play Pekarunt. I know Sloan's probably testing for the CPU tourney though. Yeah, I do have Pekarunt in my standard version, but I decided not to put it in my Pauper version to not get people confused about what you can play, what you can't play alongside the CPU tournaments, you know? So, I could play down Shelmet here, but you know, I actually do need the Maractus back. I actually do need those back. I could play down Shelmet, but I just don't need to. There's a knockout. I'll put Maractus back up. I get 2 prizes for this one because that was done with damage, not poison. Beautiful. And I got 1 prize left. Yeah, I need to change the Fighting Toad's Cool to the grass one so Bug Catching Set has a chance to find it. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Full Metal Lab? Oh no! Clinton, I love that Toad's Cruel so much. Big game changer for the format. Yeah, I mean, there was a Hisuian Sneasler, but Toad's Cruel is just so much cooler. Richard, is it ploy or play? Ploy, I guess. My bad eyesight, you know? Was just telling me the wrong thing, I guess. Let me retreat, bring up a Selgor, and get my last prize. Nope, they resist me, so it's actually not my last prize. Interesting. Interesting. But if they don't get out of the active, then it will be my last prize. It is ploy. Okay. Clinton, clicking on the card, you can see 3 hops. It's like hopception. What? Hopception? This deck is nuts. The Selgor, it is so much fun. GG Sloan, that was really good. I really liked what you did with the Corviknight. Going the luxurious cape and Meltan route was very interesting. Do you buy, not Meltan, Matang? Oh my gosh. Do you by chance play the uncommon Metagross as like a backup attacker? That's just an idea for you. I played 4-Mel Lab and didn't find Annie till so late. Yeah, that hurts. Hops Corviknight. It had its 2 Pokemon underneath, so you got to see 3 hop faces. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha, Clinton. Gotcha. Alright, was there someone else that jumped in line? Okay, so Slip. I don't know if you're here in the live chat. You know, you guys change your names on Discord and YouTube so much. I don't know who's who, but Slip. Scarlet Violet is not the first time 2 generations released on the same console. Because, so, Gold and Silver both released for the Game Boy. It was Crystal that was exclusive to Game Boy Color. Then Diamond, Pearl, and Black and White both hit the DS. XY and Sun Moon both released on the 3DS. And then we've got Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet on the Switch. So I don't know if Slip's here, but there's a bunch of information. I build an Selgor Pauper deck. I paired it with Kecleon, so they need 2 heads. They need... Wait, what? Kecleon. If any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. Oh, I get you. I get you. Either they flip tails on the confusion and hit themselves, or if they hit heads, then you need to hit heads and prevent that damage. That's good thinking. I like that. Brings it to a 25% chance that they're actually going to be able to hit you. I like it. I like it. I haven't built any new Pauper decks in some time. I really want to give the Selgor a go. Pun intended. That's a great idea. Yeah, Sloan, I love it. I love it. I went for the more damage route, but the damage prevention route also sounds fun. So here, I'm going to go ahead, since no one else is in line as far as I know, we're going to go ahead and jump in with the standard version of that deck. So Slip, you are in the chat, aren't you? you are listening to my stream. Because, Varios did not say anything about gold silver, only I did. Counting DS and DSi as different, the only issue is that they weren't different. Just like the 3DS and the new 3DS. They weren't necessarily different versions. They were just more powerful versions. More easily able to, I'm going to throw Dunsparce up. More easily able to play those games, but they weren't exclusive to those systems. They could be played on the older versions, too. I have to switch the... I have Jungle for even more damage and Rabska because Slow King is scary. That's true. That is true. But I always feel weird about Rabska because I'm not playing TM Evo. So I always feel like it's like not gonna work out, you know? And I can do this. Do I go Culver's Tenacity, get the Stadium out? Do I do Arvin? I could boss something annoying into the active. Or I just research for a brand new hand. Let's go Arvin. And Buddy Buddy. And Rescue Board. Yeah, so you just saw I use Max Rod in this, which I'm super happy about. Shoma and Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu's the obvious choice here, you know? I got Pekka in the deck just so I can make some minor changes to, like, damage so I can get unexpected knockouts. But the main switch to is Mimikyu because look at this deck, right? They're going to have to knock out a Dusknoir in order to knock out my Mimikyu, right? Like, that's kind of insane. Clinton, the new 3DS did have that C-pad thingy. It helped with Smash Bros. But I know the old 3DS did have an attachment that could do the same. Yeah, yeah. Let's see, Sloan. I mean, we already played Bug Set, but understandable. Bug Set. Bug Catching Set? I missed something. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure you could play Gold Silver on the Game Boy. Yeah, so you can tell because of the little niche in the Game Boy cartridge. Also, the Game Boy was beveled inward, not outward. Where if you look at Crystal, the Crystal cartridge did not have that little niche in the corner that specified it was a Game Boy game, and it was beveled outward. Yeah, kind of crazy to think about, you know? I think Gen 2 is the color. Gen 1 definitely were not color games. Right. Right. I feel like either I'm confused or I'm confusing people. I think I'm gonna Professor's Research, which means I'm gonna discard that. Grab another energy. Done. Just one so I can attach it here. And hopefully I can get my Selgor, right? That's the plan. Professor's Research. We get the Selgor. We do not get another Mimikyu, though. And no way to get that Mimikyu. So we'll retreat the Dunsparce, bring up the Selgor, and Poisonous Ploy. There you go. We knock out the Charmander. We switch in the Mimikyu, I think. Yeah, we'll switch in the Mimikyu. Now they do just need Dusknoir, but still, that's them knocking out a Dusknoir to knock out Mimikyu. I'm happy with that exchange. Clinton, Shaman is going to be a thorn in Slowking's side if it ends up being uncommon, but I expect it will be rare in English. Yeah, probably. Slowpoke, you can the same way you can play Emerald on the DS Lite. Well, that's kind of different. The DS having a Game Boy slot still is a different generation, just with backwards compatibility. Huh. That's weird. I texted my brother and got back, message wasn't sent because my brother is offline. It's like, yeah, just wait for him to be online then. Isn't that how texting works? Whatever. Alright, now they're kind of deciding, do they bring in the Charizard EX? They can't hurt the Mimikyu. They may not have Dusknoir to knock out the Mimikyu currently, so that just gives me more time. And I've got Bossasaurus to drag up the Charizard. Oh no, they do put up the Charizard? Okay. Oh, Bossasaurus the Acelgor. Yep. I get it. I get you. They missed the Dusknoir. Yep. They certainly did. Should I drag up the Dusclops? I can Bossasaurus up the Dusclops, right? That would give me some time. Mostly, that's mostly what would get me. Nest Ball, so I can go Dunsparce. I'll go Nest Ball and grab another Mimikyu. Grass Energy on Shelmet. Runaway Draw. Putting up the Mimikyu. We get the Acelgor, but we don't have the energy because it's a 2 energy attack. So I can boss up the Dusclops. I'm going to retreat to this Mimikyu and just see what happens, right? And I'm going to... Nope, I'm going to save that. I think I need to save it. I'm just so worried they're going to just search boss and knock out my other Acelgor. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to make them use their quick search on a switch, not a boss. You know? Or on the Dusknoir to knock out the Dusclops, knock out a Mimikyu. Although then I can just put up another Mimikyu, you know? So... I think that was the right play. I think so. Hugal excited to play the new Switch 2? Right, but... Okay, Hugal, this is going to be the issue, right? You and I both want it. When we get them, they are $500, basically, right? One will get bundled with Mario Kart. I think the other one we won't get bundled with Mario Kart. If you really want Mario Kart on your system, you can totally have the Mario Kart bundle. But I think one of us should get it. Because then we can just both play split screen, probably with our niece. But we will be spending $1,000. You know, one for $500, one for $450, then tax from both, sort of thing. I want one that is Pokemon printed. You're gonna have to wait a while. I doubt Legends Arceus is gonna get a what am I trying to say? A special Switch, right? You'll wait? Okay. Then I guess I gotta figure out how to afford a $500 one. Clinton, you think it will? Okay. I don't see that happening, but you never know. Alright, now what are they going to do? I've got rescue board ready to retreat this Mimikyu. I've got a grass energy ready to attach to Selgor. I'm looking pretty good. Did they use their card seek? Well, they just used their supporter, so I'm good. I'm good. How about the $80 for a Nintendo game now? No. No, really? Where are you hearing that? Is that also, you know, the leaks Twitter thing? 10. Oh, I missed the D in Nintendo. That was funny. Loading. There's the Charizard into the active. Perfect. Beautiful. Love it. TM Evo. That's a good choice. You won't be able to hurt the Mimikyu, you know? That's a good choice. I think, at least. Nintendo's website is not loading for me. That was in the video? I don't remember that. I legit don't remember that. I don't remember them saying the price of the Switch. I had to look that up. And I don't remember them saying the price of the game. I would believe that, like, the enhanced version of a Switch game is going to be $20 more. So that could be, like, the $60 base game plus $20 more. Or in Tears of the Kingdom's case, $70 for the base game, then $20 more. But, you know. Brock Scouting, I think, is what I want. We'll do Brock Scouting. We'll grab Shelmet and a Dunsparce. Beautiful. Very nice. Shelmet. Retreat the Mimikyu to a Selgor. Poisonous Ploy. I do play Perilous Jungle in this deck. I know it may not seem like it, but I do. Switch 2 games. The Mario Kart bundle is only $50 more. So are you saying they're taking a $30 loss on Mario Kart World? MSRP $80. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow, you're right, Richard. I was wrong. What happened? Oh, that happened. Gotcha. Gotcha. There we go. Now you gotta flip heads on Confusion, or else you do 30 damage to yourself, so you take 90 more damage because of Pekkarunt. And that would put you up to 240. Then I can attach an energy, or if I get a rescue board, attach that, retreat Pekkarunt, and knock you out with a Selgor. Clinton, have you thought about playing Sawsbuck to search it out? The Stadium? Not really. I play Chorus's Tenacity because I also play Luminous Energy, so I can just, like, if they really don't have an answer to Mimikyu, Luminous Energy, regular energy, I'm doing 70 every turn until you figure out how to knock out Mimikyu. Fugao, so buying our niece games is going to take longer to save. Yes, that's true. Richard, a lot is going into these games, but they put pacing PlayStation. Yeah, no, I think that's a little crazy of a price, but you know, what else can I say? Okay, they got 180 left. This does 140. This would bring up to... Well, no, then they take 10. Perfect. I think that's the exact amount then. Brock's Scouting. Perilous Jungle. I need Chorus's Tenacity this turn. Sure, I'll go Luminous this time. Attach the Luminous. Poisonous Ploy, so I knock out the Charizard. I'll switch in a Dunsparce. Oh, it's a dark Pokemon, so Perilous Jungle doesn't work on it. Dang it. Dang it. Yep, Richard, you see it. You see it. Ah, man. Dang, 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 dang. $80 for a new Switch game is kind of crazy. That means the upgrades will probably be $20. Yeah. Yeah, I always make the same mistake with Perilous Jungle and Charizard. I always make that mistake. Just constantly. So they're getting a second Charizard out, which isn't good news for me. If I could get out a Mimikyu, I would have to recover one of mine, though. And it doesn't look like I'll be able to do that. Maybe Pokegear into Professor's Research into Super Rod, Buddy Buddy, or Nest Ball. But yeah. But yeah. How much fire energy is in the discard? Only 2. Dang. But they only grabbed 2 energy, which is interesting. I wonder what's taken their turn so long. Yeah, $80 for a new game is frightening. But, yeah. I'm mostly going to be playing digitally. That's for sure. Let me reopen that tab. There were like 3 asterisks on that price. I'm curious why there's 3 asterisks. Manufacturer suggests retail price, actual price may vary. Okay. That's not great. That's the price we should expect to play, correct? That's on Mario Kart. So getting the Mario Kart bundle is just like a duh thing at this point, because you save $30, and who's not gonna play Mario Kart World, right? Like, that thing looks so sick, at least to me, I guess. Luminous not gonna help. Pokegear, research. Oh, dang. We're 1 card short. We got the Buddy Buddy, but we didn't get the Super Rod. Are both my Super Rods gone? Is that why? No, neither of them. That's crazy. I did have 3 Mimikyu, 2 Pekarant earlier, and I felt like it was just a bit too much. But removing those 2 Pokemon, I did make space for Dunsparce and Dunsparce for a bit of draw, but yeah. Tariffs being placed heavily on Taiwan, which is where the Switches are built. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Night Stretcher. What are they grabbing? A Dust Skull. Interesting. I wonder if they're not going to risk a flip or something like that. Because if you think about it, if they don't attack, I think they can still win. Right? They need to take 1 prize. I need to take 3. Nope, they'll still attack and get the knockout. Never mind. No, and I guess Duskull, if I got a knockout, then Duskull would just end in a tie. So yeah, it was probably the best to do that. Still no one in the viewer battle request chat. Interesting. So that's the Bug Ninja deck that I've been working on. You got to see the Pauper version and the standard version. I'm super excited about that. Last night I did build a quick Iono deck, and quickly came apparent how powerful Voltorb is. And so I started off with like 1 Voltorb. I was like, it's gonna be a nice backup attacker, right? And then I went to 2 Voltorb and 3 line of Belly Bolt. I was like, I'm still not wanting to attack with Belly Bolt that much. So now I'm down to a 2/2 line of Belly Bolt and 3 Voltorb in the deck. And I think that is a nice place to sit. Do you have a singleton deck? I built a quick one. Where is it? Did I delete it? Is it new deck 2? No, it's not. I built a quick one. Maybe I didn't keep it. I might have just deleted it. It was a mess. It was a psychic deck. I had the Lake Trio in there. I had, of course, Mimikyu and other stuff. So Clinton, I don't see my singleton deck that I built. Oh, you know what? Probably because if I just go here and go Trainer Trials, cool. Deck number 3. Now, why does deck number 3 not show up in my standard list? Everything is standard friendly. So why doesn't it show up in my standard list? If I export, the ordering is jank. I'm not sure what happens. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Create a deck, import. I did want to change something in this deck. I put Meryl and Azumarill in the deck, thinking like, oh, if they have any Terra. No, it's if you have any Terra. I do not. So I need to remove those and possibly find some other psychic Pokemon to throw in here. Or I guess I could throw like a colorless, you know, mix it up a little bit. I could throw in Mewtwo EX, and that would be a Terra Pokemon. Could do that. I would get rid of Latios then. Let's do that. Let's just do that. So throw that in, and we'll throw that one in. And why not just that one? I don't know. Oh, wait, no. I should go with the 70 HP one, shouldn't I? Alright, so I've got my singleton deck. Let me fix this super quick also. I guess 60 HP Toad's cool. Do we want... no, we want this one, don't we? Yes. Yes. Wait, why didn't I put 2? I need 2. There we go. Alright, back. New deck 4, set active. Clinton, go ahead. Send me a challenge if you want to play Singleton. I've got my Singleton deck. Is it great? No. But it won the one game that I played Trainer Trials because I had a challenge in it. The one time I played Trainer Trials, I won with it. So I was happy. Alright, heater off. We should be good in here for a little while. Yes, that deck works. You're playing Burb Control, so get ready. What's Burb Control? I'm assuming you meant bird control, like a D instead of a B, but you did type a B. So, yeah. Now, if I want to afford a Nintendo Switch 2, I gotta get monetized way faster. I have no idea how to do that. I like the content I'm creating. I totally see how it's not everyone's cup of tea. How people aren't super jazzed about it. That's totally cool. I'm not expecting you to be. You know, it's the people that are here are great. Love you guys. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Clef key. Oh boy. Turns off the... What is it? So, basic Pokemon in play don't have abilities. Okay. Throw those ones down. Nest Ball. Into Mewtwo or something else. Cleffa? Cleffa could get me some card draw, which I could use. I went first, right? Yes, turn 1 is me. I'll attach an energy there, and then I will just sit there, menacingly. Ugh. So how's everyone doing? Richard, and I don't know if Link Hawkins is listening, but Link Hawkins, thank you so much for joining the membership. There is the member option if you want. It just helps support me, and if you go for the $5 tier, you get to see, basically when I pre-record videos, I just put them live for members there, and, you know, it'll be scheduled for everyone else later. So, like, today's video didn't come out too early. It came out last night, but Friday's video is already up and recorded. And so I'm also really far ahead on some openings. So I've got a lot of time here. I am thinking about putting shorts available for $1 members, but I don't know. Basically, I just don't know if that would be a good idea or not. It would get people to be like, yeah, maybe I will throw $1 just so I can see all these prize pack openings faster. Shouldn't you have the Terra Pikachu or Cornerstone to prevent your opponent from killing it? Killing what? Killing what? Let's go ahead, retreat. Go Cleffa. A Psychic Energy. Back on to Uxie there. And we can go ahead and Grasping Draw. I guess I could have played Switch. Oh well. That's the same art as the TCG Pocket Uxie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just grabbed it from this. They've done that with quite a few of their cards. So they'll just grab our old art from the TCG. Some newer art too, but just grab some old art and be like, yep, there we go. Done. Ship it. Dusk Ball, just for fun. I do like Miss Spirit, you know, like that's a goodie. Miss Spirit. We can do that. Mezagoza, it will give them Mezagoza. That's my only reservation for this, you know. But yes, let's do it. Mezagoza. We get Tails. Of course we get Tails. Whenever we play Mezagoza, we always get Tails. And we will just, I guess I could Grasping Draw. Why not? Right? 2 Psychic Energy. Exactly what I did not want. Thank you, game. I would probably grab Xatu if I did hit heads on Mezagoza. Xatu is going to be... Xatu is the main reason why I built a Psychic deck for the Singleton format, because getting card draw has got to be so difficult. Like Pokemon card draw. And Xatu is just, it's energy acceleration and it's card draw all in one. Nice little package. I've been coming around on Max Rod too. I really like Max Rod. I'm swinging over to the Max Rod is actually super good and people undervalue it side. Lizzie's appeal to Meryl. Oh no! Let's go Mezagoza. Ugh. Head's beautiful. You know what I'm gonna grab? Azelf. Should I knock out the Pidgey or start going down on the Chi-Yu? What do you think? Switch. No Spirit. If somebody else is going to call dibs, could I get next game? If someone wanted to feel free to. Aries is about to go crazy. Oh, against me? Maybe. Let's see. So we boss his orders, right? Yeah, I'm going to go after the Chi-Yu, I think. I think that just makes the most amount of sense. Guardian Burst. So that's 160. They're left with 80 HP. Yeah, 80. So I do need a Xatu. Then I could get Azelf to kind of go crazy. Just double the damage that's on it, you know? That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I got Tulip also. Tulip is another good thing about Psychic typing, you know? I want as many single prizers as I could in this deck. So, yeah. But I'm assuming actual Gym Leader Challenge Psychic decks are way better than what I've got going on here. Just way better. Because they go back to black and white, you know? So, there's got to be a lot of other Psychic types out there that just do way better. I'm always like looking to, I don't really research Gym Leader Challenge, but I'm always looking at like one day, I really want to play it physically, I think, but maybe the the trainer trials will actually get me to play it, right? But yeah, Sloan, if you'll be next unless someone else who hasn't played already wants to play. Wait, what happened to me? Discard the top 2 cards of my deck? Okay, that wasn't bad. Mezagoza. Excuse me. Heads. Sweet. Xatu. There we go. Clairvoyant Sense. Attach a Psychic Energy to Azelf. We draw. We attach a Psychic Energy to Meryl. And then I will just Guardian Blast. This is why I wanted the Lake Trio in the deck too, was because they're just so fast, you know? Just get 2 energy out on Miss Spirit and you're hitting 160. That's 2-shotting everything. In a singleton format mixed with Xatu, I could, like, Miss Spirit could get knocked out. I could Night Stretcher the Miss Spirit, Xatu energy onto the Miss Spirit, attach an energy to the Miss Spirit, and then retreat the active possible Cleffa to the Miss Spirit to do 160 again. So there's just a lot going on there. Alright, so discard all Pokemon tools from your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay. They're going to need to... Oh, Team Star Grunt. Nice. And then, yeah, nice. Well done. Well done indeed. Let's Mezagoza, see if we get something. Okay, so I will grab Asmerl, and we'll evolve up the Meryl. That's 4 energy, not 3 energy, dang it. I could retreat Mist Spirit and then attach an energy. Well, I could get 2 energy on it, honestly. Retreat to Cleffa. Then Xatu energy onto it. Boop. Got those 2. Attach another energy to it. And then we just kind of wait. In the meantime, I can play Drayton. Lucky Helmet, nice. That's the one trainer card I can add. What was the other one? Great Ball. Take the Lucky Helmet. Lucky Helmet there. I know they can discard it, but you know, it's fine. I love it when I get heads and they get tails. That is the best Mezagoza out there, you know? Nothing quite hits like that. Nothing quite hurts like you getting tails and them getting heads after you play it. That hurts. We can Mezagoza. Get another Pokemon out of here. Come on. Yep, we got it. Let's grab Bayonet, and we got no more Pokemon in the deck. Retreat Cleffa. Bring up Mist Spirit. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3 Psychic Energy in the discard. Oh my gosh. There's like no reason to play anything right now. Guardian Burst. After Sloan, I would like to do a Pauper match if that's alright. Yes, Slowpoke. You sure you want to be after Sloan? Not before? Because Sloan and I have already played. So I'll open up to new people before I do repeats. That's all. But if you want Sloan to go first, that's totally cool. I would just need to know what format Sloan wants to play. Is it still Pauper or is it standard? Ooh. That hurt. Sloan said, Slowpoke you can cut. Slowpoke said, but you asked first. After I said, I've already played Sloan. So, like, I open up to new people first. Sort of thing. You know? Yeah. I've got 3 energy in the discard. What happened to one here? Oh, it got moved. Oh, handheld fan. That's right. We will go ahead and Night Stretcher up a Psychic Energy onto the Mist Spirit. And we can go ahead. Guardian Burst for 160. Heck yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. I love this Lake Trio. Slow can go before slow. Richard, thank you for clarifying that. I think everyone understands what you mean. Sophie is here, in case anyone's wondering. Let's see, we got 9 votes into the poll so far, and still 56% loved it, 33% looks good, 11 said kind of meh. No one's hated it. That's big, you know? If no one hates the presentation, that's awesome. We put some bird seed in a bird feeder, which is right outside a window, so our cats can look at out the window. And who guys let me know that our cat Meowth, the big orange guy, he is talking to birds outside. It is adorable. I don't know if you guys have ever given your cats cat TV like that. It is awesome. The cats get so invested into it. But we do have squirrels also, and we've had squirrels like clawing up the screen on the window to try jump onto the bird feeder. Oh, that's just rude. But fair. We'll go. Let's see. What do I want to keep? I want to keep Super Rod and Tulip. Don't need research, don't need Brock, don't need Morty, don't need that, don't need that. And then if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, I think I'm pretty good there. I think that was, out of my discards, I think that was the best I could do. You know? Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory is here, gonna throw some damage around. Okay, okay, okay. So Slowpoke is going to play next. And then Sloan says, I think if Slow and Slow battled, do you think it would be Slow? Possibly Stallmere? Probably. Probably. Why didn't they just knock out the Cleffa? I wonder. Right? That's what I would have done. So I can kind of do whatever I want, and I don't know what I want to do. I'm in such a weird predicament right now. I'll go ahead and knock out Cornerstone. I'll go down to 1 prize and we'll see what they do. Because at this point, I think I just win. I think I just win. They need to Iono me. That's what they need to do. I don't know if I've got aim or energy in the deck. I probably do, though. This was really high on energy for me. So if they Iono me, they can get the win, you know? So, what do you think they're going to do? Super Rod, back in Cornerstone Mask. I saw Blood Moon or Saluna in that. I can understand. You're trying to get Blood Moon out here to do a ton of damage sort of thing. I get you, I get you. I can do 230 right back at you. But, you know, I get it, I get it. Ah, the Pikachu thing. Okay. Pikachu is a good one here. You gotta play Bianca. You gotta play a lot of healing to keep it alive longer than 2 hits. That's the only thing. What? What's going on here? Slow can go before me if I'm not ready in time. I think Slip is Slowpoke, and I think they're saying Slowin can go before them if they're not back in time. Is anyone else, like, very confused about all this slow talk? Oh, man. It is a little rough. Let's see. I can... This is Peel. No, it would be able to drag up the Monkey Dory. I just need an energy. I could retreat. But then I've got Pokemon League headquarters in the way. No, I can Tulip. Here we go. Here we go. Let me just grab some energy. And I'll grab Mimikyu. No, I'll grab Shuppet Bayonet. Okay. I can Clairvoyant Sense onto the Mesprit, then attach to Asmorel, retreat the Asmorel to Mesprit. I know I should have Max Rodded so I could Lizzie's Appeal. Dang it. Oh well. I'll play down Asmoral, and I'm going to retreat Asmoral to Yuxi. I'm going to Max Rod. Grabbing all that stuff. Put... Yeah, that's it. I'll just end there. I messed this up so much. I'll just end there. I messed it up. I could have had victory there, and I didn't do the right stuff. I should have max rodded so I could still Lizio's Appeal, up the Monkey Dory. I had the retreat on Asmoral. If I win to Mistbear, I could attack. All that stuff. I just messed it up big time. Oh, but now I get to do it. Cool. Retreat. Mistspirit. Lizio's Appeal. Drag up the Monkey Dory. I just I totally messed up last turn. Alright, that was the Singleton deck that I built for Trainer Trials. I'll share the list and throw it into the Discord if anyone is interested. Let me see, where's Trainer Trials? Standard, Expanded, Trainer Trials. I put Expanded above Pauper. I put Gym Leader Challenge above Pauper. I need to change this. But I'll go ahead and throw my list for anyone that wants to use it. Throw it into the Discord. So, who am I battling? Slowpoke, are you here? Slip, are you here? Slowin, are you here? Let's get everyone to sound off in the comments. Let's go. As I do that, then minimize Discord. Alright. Clinton, I meant to attach Gravity Gemstone, but my mind is very tired, and I attached the Counter Gain instead. Yeah, I meant to Super Rod, Max Rod, the energy, and do my attachment and whatnot, and put up the Mistspirit, but I messed up. And then it went to your turn, and then it went to my turn, and I was able to just get the knockout then. But yeah, that would have delayed me for the same amount of time. Yeah. Yeah. GG's, definitely, definitely. You had like a big mix in your deck, which is fun. I like rainbow decks like that. I went very simple and just went Psychic because it's easy. Let's see. I think both Slowin and Slowpoke wanted to play Pauper. So I'll jump back into my Bug Ninja Pauper because I haven't built... Well, I did build Hops Pauper, but... Slowin, are you going to play Hops Corviknight against me, or are you going to play something else? Because I'd hate to do a Corviknight versus Corviknight match. That's all. That's why I'm wondering. Updated terms of service. Oh, of course. Doesn't that happen like every day? Jeez. Just leads to more spam. Who's sending me a challenge here? Slowin, are you here? Because it seems like Slowpoke ain't. Playing my own Aselgor. Do you mind if I switch to my Hop deck then? Hops Pauper. I feel like my door's going to open any second now. Alright, Sloan, go ahead and send me the challenge when you're ready. And then when Slowpoke gets back, they'll be next in line. Let's go. Sorry, just gotta send a quick text. Yes, I would love to go first. Get those first evolutions going, right? Although TM Evo does a good job at, like, balancing that, you know? Mulligan! Not Mull again. We had that last time. Quaxley. Possibly my worst start, but we'll see how it goes. I got Hop's Bag and Buddy Buddy. Let me get my basics out. Heck yeah. Relor. We'll do Buddy Buddy. We'll grab another Quaxley and a Rookidee. And then we'll do Hop's Bag. And we'll do a Rookidee and a Cramorant. We'll do Quaxley there. And we will end our turn. We got the Postwick. We got the Corviknight. I could Arven for a rare candy for the Corviknight. But I still need an energy. So that's kind of the downside of that. Right, Tex. Right, they got the Kecleon. Right. Hey, I did get an energy. Arven. That is going to give me a rare candy. And a... Ooh, I could shoot through, knock out that Relor before it's a problem. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna feel so bad about it, but I'm gonna do it. Hop's Choice Band, Metal Energy, and since I know they're playing Perilous Jungle, I do kind of want to hold on to my Postwick. Yeah, I will get the shoot through double knockout here. Yeah, it's dangerous to play Jet Energy if you're not ready to attack that turn. 2 prizes. Turn 3 and 2 prizes. Very nice. I was going to go TM Evo, but the possibility of getting rid of Relor that would block my shoot through once it evolved was totally worth it. So this Kecleon, it's going to be a 50% chance whether or not I hit it. But with shoot through, I can then hit the bench too. Put down Corv's Acquire, put an energy. Buddy Buddy. For another Rookidee. Rookidee, these... What? Did you say something? I certainly didn't. I don't know. Rare Candy Quackville would be super awesome. No, we got Quaxwell. Quackwavel. That's what I'm trying to say. Quackwavel. And we can shoot through. We'll put 50 on one of these Shelmets. Very nice. Yeah, we'll put on that one. Because why not, right? And we get through the Kecleon. No, right. They flip heads to prevent damage. I got it backwards. We failed the Kecleon. Still the fist pump, but we failed the Kecleon. Oh, they Selgored the other Shelmet. Of course. Why wouldn't they? I'll just shoot through again onto that new Selgor. Or should I shoot through on the Kecleon to try to remove the invincibility stuff? I don't know. That was awesome. Thank you. Can I have another? That's really good, actually. Counter catching up the Quaxwell. Compared to the Quacks poorly. You know, that was the other option. There goes the Selgor. Buddy Buddy Poofin. Get Relor? Nope. Still no Relor. Is Relor still in the discard? Yes, it is. Sweet. Rare candy. I've got it, so I might as well use it, right? Onto that Corviknight. Attach. Retreat. Bring up this Corviknight. Shoot through. I'll put 50 damage on that Aselgor. Let's see. And we get the Kecleon. Very nice. But that does mean Aselgor is going to come into the active and mess us up a bit. So that's going to be the downside. This is where their double flip is in play now, right? I have to flip heads on Confusion and flip tails on, and have them flip tails on Kecleon. So that's going to be the tough part here. Now I could attach retreat to Corviknight, right? If I get another Corviknight, I can definitely do this. If I get Hop's Choice Band, I can definitely do this. So I can attach, retreat, bring up Corviknight. I'm going to Super Rod all that energy back. Well, not all of it, I guess. I guess I had one more in there than I thought. Shoot through, and we're going to knock out this Aselgor. Heads. Okay. I think shoot through, a lot of people did not even think of. Now that Manaphy is gone, shoot through is so much better, especially since you can stack on the damage with Hop's Choice Band and Postwick, and in standard Snorlax. Like, shoot through becomes a beast. It sets up future knockouts. It bypasses like a wall that someone puts up, like this Kecleon. Like, there's just so much it does. Counter gain. They're gonna Lick Whip me. Who are they gonna do that to? Probably Quaxley. Maybe the Corviknight, but I would bet Quaxley. They want to get that knockout. Yeah, Quaxley. I get a rare candy, but nothing to feed it to. Well, I got stuff to feed it to. I don't have anything to evolve from it. Let's go ahead. We will Corviknight again. We'll knock out this Aselgor. Or should we... No, we'll stack onto this Shelmet. Heads. Alright, they stay alive. So, yeah. Because then next turn, if they put an energy and a Aselgor on this Shelmet, like, that just makes it more rough. Crushing Hammer, again, like, I've got these Hop's Choice Bands that just make that not an issue. It's ridiculous. Hop is ridiculous this set. Seriously. Awesome. They got a prize at least. They got a prize at least. Night Stretcher. Do I bring back the Quaxley? I can bring back an energy. That's probably useful. And if I Night Stretcher back the Quaxley, I'll play that down. And I'll shoot through. Yes. I'm holding the energy because what if they counter catcher something up that needs energy to retreat, you know? Like if they get like Jamming Tower and oh no, they flip tails. I just win. Okay. Good game, Sloan. Corviknight's a beast. And when you were first playing Corviknight, I don't think you use shoot through at all. That is definitely something to keep an eye out for. Thank you. Yep. Sophie girl, it's dinner time. Yeah. There you go. She did get some French fries today. She's spoiled. Alright, Slowpoke, do you have a preference on what you play against? Hops Pauper or Bug Ninja Pauper? I'd love to play some more Bug Ninja, but if you don't want to play, like, say, in a mirror match or something, feel free to tell me to play Hops Pauper. Geez, that was a turbo start. Yeah, I almost went TM Evo to try to get my evolutions out, and just being able to go shoot through and get rid of that Relor was super big for me. Because if you got that Relor out, that shuts down shoot through, and then I gotta get 2 energy and a Hop's Choice Band on a Corviknight, and sure, I'm doing good damage and preventing good damage, but it just gets really difficult. Big back attack, Ben, you are back. Welcome back. I'm about to go into a Pauper match against Slowpoke here in the chat. They just need to send me a challenge, and also let me know if it's okay that I use Bug Ninja Pauper. The other choice is Hop's Choice. It's Hop's Pauper, which I just played against Slowin. Yeah. Slowin, my draw engine was Atticus. I should probably change that. Probably. It's in your opponent's best interest to retreat. Since you can't play Brute Bonnet and Pauper, poisoning your opponent and having them stay poisoned to your next turn, till your next opportunity to play a supporter, is difficult. So that's where I wouldn't really rely on Atticus unless you can poison them that turn with like an ability and then play a supporter. So you're not as reliant on your opponent just not being able to yeah, so get out of the active. Currently in Pauper, Dracloak is really like our best draw engine, and I'm purposely building decks that aren't using Dracloak because I just don't want to be like, oh yeah, just add Dracloak and you're done, you know? Do you want to go first? Yes, we got stage 1 deck. That's where, like, for Hop's Pauper, I went Quaquaval, because I'm already playing Rare Candy, so it's kind of like, why not? That was kind of my feelings with it. Beldum, oh boy, jeez. Let's bug catching set and see what we get. We get a Shelmet and an Acelgor. Very nice. That's pretty nice. I like that. Shelmet, Maractus, Spike Energy. Here? End turn. So next turn we'll be able to corner them, keep them from retreating. With a Beldum deck, I don't really expect them to be retreating that often. Slowpoke, have you taken notes from Varios? Varios loves Melmetal. She kind of really loves Melmetal. She was a Pokemon Go player before she played the TCG. So, yeah. Did you take notes? Am I in trouble? Brock Scouting. Let's grab another Shelmet and a Toadscool here. Very nice. Shelmet. I love Brock Scouting. I really do. Oh, wait. Nope. Let's corner. Alright, Beldum. Now you can't attack. And if you had knocked me out, you take 80. So, yeah. Alright. 10 votes in. We've got 60% saying they loved the Switch 2 Direct. We got 30% saying looks good, and 10% saying kinda meh. Switch. Bring up Acelgor. Professor's Research. Get a brand new hand to 7. We get some Perilous Jungle. We get another Acelgor there. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. Poisonous Ploy. Maractus will go into the active. I do kind of need a big top deck, so I don't... Well, no, I've got Switch. I'll be fine. Or I just need Brock Scouting. What is this? Oh, okay. I need to redeem that. I do have some more Journey Together packs here. Wife couldn't resist buying them. I'm going to do some shorts of opening those once we're out of prize packs to open. I'll be having some Journey Together single packs openings sort of thing. So, yeah, we got more Journey Together stuff coming. Don't you worry. We got openings going until every Monday until like the end of April, the end of this month. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. And I plan on bringing a new deck every Friday. And Wednesday will be a fan-submitted deck. I'm kind of changing up how I'm doing fan-submitting decks. If you watched the video today, you'll know that. If you didn't, then the change is I'm going to try to play more recent submissions of decks first, and then when I don't have more recent submitted decks, I'll go into the previous ones and try to play some of those. Oh my gosh, the perfect top deck. What the heck was that? That was amazing. Retreat, because now I got free retreat. And Poisonous Ploy. Put up the Maractus again. Boom. And we get another prize. I think I'm going to play this deck at the next Pauper tournament. That's this coming up Monday, isn't it? Whoop. That's what it was. How you doing, Sophie girl? Do you want to come say hi to people? She just got her nose out of the blanket. I think she's just like waiting for treats. She's like, I want treats. No one's paid $5 yet, but you know. Yeah. Clinton, I'd like another Pauper match when you can. I've finished my first draft of a Selgor deck. I tried to make it complex, so I don't know how this will go. Okay. Yeah, definitely. After this match, I believe is the next opening, and for a match, and yeah. Go a Selgor. I'm gonna put Vengeful Punch and Spiky Energy on Maractus, I think, and then we will just I can Pokegear. I get Arven. Okay. What can Arven get me? Let's find out. Arven will get me Bug Catching Set, could be good. Redeemable Ticket, and I've got Dusk Ball for that combo in here, you know. I think I've got enough going on that I don't need Redeemable Ticket Dusk Ball shenanigans. I could just go Bug Catching Set. Wait, how many Maractus are in the discard? Just one. Yeah, Bug Catching Set. Let's go. Bug Catching Set. Just 2 Grass Energy. But you know what? That means those won't be my next 2 draws, which just leads to me more likely drawing something else. Alright. They're at 120. If they knock out Maractus, they will be knocked down. They've got 10 HP remaining, so if they flip Tails on the attack, they will also knock themselves out. Let's hope for Tails. Retreating is really difficult for Melmetal because, I mean, look at it. 3 retreat down here. Yeah. It's one short of being the Heavy Baton a bull. Heavy Baton's in standard, right? That didn't rotate, did it? Hugal's up for playing her new Dondozo deck. So that's going to be a standard match. So first it'll be Clinton with a Pauper match. Then Hugal, we can get you in and play it. Yeah, so this is a Dondozo deck I built a while ago. Y'all probably will recognize it. But yeah. So yeah, they're going to knock me out and then knock themselves out. Cool. Actually. Oh. They're going to knock out a Selgor? They gotta go with that one or else they'll knock themselves out with the spiky energy. Yep. That was a good choice. I know I didn't give you many options. I also think going after Toadscruel is legitimate. The thing about Toadscruel that's really difficult is the fact that it says as long as this Pokemon is on your bench. Meaning, if that Pokemon is not on your bench, you know, if it's in the active spot, you don't get lowered retreat cost. Meaning, getting it out of the active is fairly difficult. I did have Switch, but if they knocked it out, that would really hurt. Town store. Let's see. What can I grab from the store? Vengeful Punch. Cool. I'm going to throw a Vengeful Punch on Toadscruel just to try to get them not to attack it, right? I think that makes sense. I could also throw a Spiky Energy on there. No, I'm just going to do this. Yes. I'm just going to do this. Poisonous Ploy. Put Maractus up. We'll get a knockout on that Melmetal. We'll see what prize we get. Toadscruel. Okay. I really need some Pokemon right now. I've got... Yeah, a Super Rod would be pretty darn awesome. It's somewhere in there. I should have enough Pokemon in the deck to, like, Brock's Scouting out another Shelmet and possibly another Maractus. Snorlax, eh? Discard all Pokemon tool from this Pokemon. If you can't discard any, this attack does nothing. Okay. Slowpoke. Okay, I gotta double check. You did say Pauper, right? Bulbapedia. Is that, I know I play a different version of Pauper than other places, but is that a Melmetal uncommon in Japan? Kind of crazy if it is. Poisonous Ploy. Yes. I believe you that it is, but I just want to double check for my own sanity. Is that the Stellar Crown one? It is. Okay, yeah, it is uncommon in Japan. Cool. That's a powerful attack. Holy cow. Right, Maractus, go. Alright. IIRC it was. IIRC. I know what it means, but I'm totally blanking. If I recall correctly. Holy cow. They have a little thing for everyone. Clinton also said, if I recall correctly. Yeah, they have like a little thing for everything, don't they? Like, I heard that the name Smith is sometimes censored out of chats because it means something else. It's like, it's a name Smith, but if you take each letter individually, it means something else. That is nuts. Oh, man. Leftovers heals, poison damages, and it just keeps going on and on. Alright, now I got two Toadscruel out, so now I should have free retreat regardless. I could put a Vengeful Punch on there and a Spiky Energy. Maybe just a Vengeful Punch, actually. Just to try to get them not to attack it. But right now, everything states to attack a Selgor if they are able to, you know, counter Catcher or whatever. I just need to get some more basic Pokemon. I am struggling in that area right now. Brock Scouting would be amazing right now. Brock Scouting, come on, Brock. Another switch. Okay. I can buddy out Shelmets and Toadschools, I cannot buddy out Maractus, sadly. That's why we played Brock Scouting. That's what... I swear. Brock Scouting's so good. That's what the poll should have been about. Brock Scouting. If someone can remind me next week to do a poll about how good Brock Scouting is, please do so. Let me know. Alright, they got Matang back there with 3 energy ready to go. There's the retreat. Now, Beam does not get the knockout here. It only does 60. They will take 20 damage. There we go. Okay, heads. They're bringing up the Aselgor. Only does 60 still. They got no other cards going on. And I'm still alive. I have a confession. I still haven't played Brock Scouting. I feel underqualified for the poll. I mean, that's fine. You know, if there's a reason why you don't play Brock Scouting, please let the class know. Because I think it's great. Alright, now they need to get out of the active or evolve to not get their Matang knocked down. I don't know. Oof, that hurts. That hurts quite a bit, actually. Okay, that doesn't hurt quite as much anymore. I can Dusk Ball to reshuffle the deck, then I can Bug Catching Set, try to get a Selgor and a Grass Energy for this Shellman. I'm actually feeling a lot better now. A lot more confidence than I did have a second ago. Who knows, maybe Dusk Ball I will get... No, wait, Dusk Ball will just go through my hand. I did not have a Selgor there. That's fine. I'm still going to shuffle it with Dusk Ball. I guess Bug Catching Set first would actually increase my chances of a Selgor, because it wouldn't put the rest of my hand that just got put on the bottom back into the deck, so I have a higher chance of a Selgor being the next 6, but the energy is what I'm worried about. Interesting. Interesting. It depends on the deck. A lot of my decks are low HP heavy, so I just feel better relying on Buddy and Arvin, but I have no excuse for my Singleton decks. Brock Scouting can also grab you an evolution, which is part of what makes it so good. Yeah, I'm gonna Dusk Ball first. Done. Because now that I got Brock Scouting, I'm just looking for energy. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Play that down. Brock Scouting. Let's go grab a Selgor. Like, how often do you use Arvin just to get 2 basics? How often do you use Arvin to get Ultra Ball just to get an evolution Pokemon? Like, when I think about that, it's like, oh yeah, Brock Scouting is actually fairly good. Sure, I get a tool also with Arvin, but many times when I Arvin for Ultra Ball, I grab a tool just to discard it with Ultra Ball. You know? I don't know. I like Brock Scouting so much. But it's not the Brock we deserve. I don't know if anyone else saw my meme. 100% Landon original meme. The Brock that we wanted is the shirtless Brock with the 6-pack and his arms in the Wakanda Forever pose. And then the one we got is this dude. This dude. I mean, it could have been so much better. It could have been so much better. I really hope I'm not breaking this chair. I got a new chair. It's way more comfortable. I can sit for much longer. Not that I have, because there's a lot to do inside the home. I don't think I need this. When's trash day? Friday. So I need to clean up in here. Probably today. One day, hopefully, I can afford to co-stream on YouTube and Twitch. That would be pretty cool. Get 2 different types of audiences. I'll just research. Okay. Everything looks good here. I'll just retreat. Selgor. Get my final knockout. Good game, Slip. Yeah, I like that Melmetal. I really do. I feel like it's just a bit too much clunkiness going on. But you got the energy acceleration. You got everything. It really did feel like you just weren't drawing well. But it feels like a fun deck to play. Especially against like the decks that have been in our meta in the Discord, where it's like, oh, I prevent X amount of damage. Oh, I can prevent 110 damage. And you just walk in with 250, deal with it. All right, who's up next? I believe it was Clinton. Yeah, Clinton will do your match, and then Hugal, you'll be up next after that. I know I'm doing Clinton again before doing Hugal, but I know Hugal. And Clinton said they're going to be playing their Selgor deck, so I don't want to do a Selgor versus a Selgor, so I'm going to jump over to Hop's Pauper. Maybe I should stop using that arm. Switch to my left with the pen again. My arm is killing me. Do you want to go first? Yes. Let's see. Slowpoke, I had nothing the whole game. I definitely need either Dracloak or Quackers. Yeah, that's a tough one. Tough decision for that deck. Because I think I would just go Dracloak, honestly. Because you don't want to be throwing in a stage 2 with 2 stage 1s. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. So I can Buddy here. I'll get Quaxley and Rookidee here. And that Pidove. That Pidove scares me so much right now. They're gonna get the emergency evolution and knock out my Rookidee, aren't they? And then that means I immediately need an answer, which I don't think I'll have. Slowpoke, I'll probably need to rework the whole deck because that was quite bad. I didn't have Melmetal Energy or Snorlax when I needed them. Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I'm trying to think of how to make that deck functional, you know? And it's not like there's such thing as a perfect deck, right? So I don't know. Oh, thank goodness they didn't get it. Holy cow, that's amazing. They didn't get the emergency evolution. So over there they got Relor, so if they evolve that up immediately, then they will disable the first attack. Or not disable, but you know what I mean. So if I get Rare Candy, Corv's Acquire, I need this Rookidee to take out the Relor. Oh man, I hate this. I genuinely hate this. I'm not going to use TM Evo. I'm going to go for it. I don't know. We get Quaxwell, and that's it. Okay, we did not get what we were hoping for. We didn't even get an energy. That's how bad we're doing. Rookidee and School Vet, I think, is what I'm going to grab. We can play this down. We got so many Hop's Choice bands. So many. And I'm just going to do negative 20 damage. They can't get a Selgor ready this turn. That's good. If maybe next turn I can top deck Quaquaval, I could maybe knock out the Rellor. Maybe they won't get the thingamajig. Oh, Calamitous. Okay. Calamitous Wasteland, not the snowy one, where then Emergency Evolution Pidove would actually be there. Interesting, interesting. Up there's the snowy mountain. Got it. There's the energy. Okay, now we're gonna see the emergency evolution. Hey, maybe they prized on Pheasant, right? Nope, they didn't. Alright, they can do 70 damage to me, minus 20, so I'm gonna live. That's hilarious. I'm gonna live. I didn't live? What? What does that text say? Oh, the defending Pokemon. Dang it. Gosh, dang it. Alright, whatever. We get Super Rod. What do I have? Just one Rookidee? That's not enough. That's not enough. Postwick. Let me bring back that Rookidee, actually. Let me throw that thing on the bench here. And then we're going to Nestash. Because maybe it'll give us something, right? Arvin. Okay. Arvin, we can get some things. That's Arvin for... I could get an Ultra Ball and a TM Evo, and the next turn just be ready to discard everything for Quaquaval. But then I won't have any card draw, so that seems bad, actually. I could Hop's Bag and Hop's Choice Band. And Hop's Bag will get me Cramorant. There's the Cram. There's the Choice Band. Intimidating Snare, so they'll do 20 less damage to Rookidee. But if they have Pokemon Catcher, they can try to go for Cramorant, attach an energy to Unpheasant, and knock it out. Where if they do knock out the Rookidee, I can bring up the Cramorant and knock out the Unpheasant. It seems like they don't really have much going on the bench, but Arvin is a game changer. So, who knows? Who knows? Ultra Ball, what do you think they're going for? Rabska? Or Toad's Cruel? Or another Selgor? Probably not another Selgor if you're discarding those. Oh, a Selgor. Okay. Interesting. There's the energy. Okay, I was like, they discarded an energy. If they don't attach an energy, yikes. That's rough, you know? But they're not going to knock out the Rookidee. That's interesting, for sure. Very, very interesting. I'm not planning on retreating this Rookidee. Top deck Iono would just slap right now, you know? You know? Well, I got the Corviknight, I need the rare candy with it, so I'm just gonna intimidate further, you know? Why didn't they attack last turn, I wonder? Interesting. Are they not wanting to... Okay, there's a free retreat. A Selgor's gonna knock out this Rookidee. I'm gonna put up Cramorant, and I'm gonna return knockout whatever, you know? Are they doing Toad's Cool? Okay. Get rid of their free retreat, you know? I assume that's what they're going for with Toad's Cool. Going for the same Toad's Cool thing that I got going on, you know? So there's Cramorant out in the active, ready to mess stuff up. Fickle Spitting will knock out that Toad's Cool. Give me a prize. What is that prize? Arvin. Okay, Arvin can get me rare candy. Rare candy can get me Cramorant. Cramorant can get me a KO on the benched Relor. That's all within reason here. That is awesome. That is really awesome. And then that would keep me able to knock out the Aselgor on the bench eventually. Okay, Artisan comes out. What can we do with Artisan? We could get another Quaxley out. No, that was prized, right? So if we recover this Rookity, we can get Rookity out. I kind of hate that I've already used all of my Hop's Choice bands. That's gonna hurt. There's the Kecleon. Okay. Okay. They're taking clues from Slow in here. Yep. The Selgor. The Selgor is gonna knock out Cram. Goodbye, Cram. Here we go. Metal Energy. Okay, okay. Rare Candy. TM Evo. I'm cooking, I'm cooking. Rare Candy. That one. Done. I'm totally gonna do this. I don't know if that is necessarily a good idea, but I'm totally gonna do that. Just you wait. Rookity. Yeah, let's get that down. Shoot through. Put 50 damage on Relor. Oh, dang it. For a second, I was like, heads, that's good for me. No. I need tails against the Kecleon. Dang it. So I only get one knockout. That's okay. Now I'm only one behind them. And I get another Arven, so I can actually rare candy the Corviknight. And I wish I didn't spend the energy on School Vet now. It's fine. I'll figure something out. I do get one draw, so I wonder what that draw will be. If it was Quaquaval, that would be awesome. Just putting that out there. Top deck Quaquaval. Come on! Clam Snowy Mountain. Switch. Into Aselgor. Yep. 70 plus poison plus confusion. I got flip heads and then flip tails, right? No, they put Pheasant up. Okay, that's interesting. Corvs acquire. So if I Arven for rare candy Corviknight, I put that guy out. I Arven for oh man. I ain't doing great right now. So I'll shoot through. Heads on confusion. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to see. 50 on the Aselgor. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Now in Pheasant is like set up for a knockout on the bench. Aselgor is set up for a knockout on the bench. So I just need an energy for the Corviknight. But I'm going to put the School Vet into the active because if I don't get the energy, then I can TM Evo the Quaxwell and the Corvs Acquire into their stage 2s and be in a much better position there. And then the following turn, I can Quaquaval the TM Evo to the bottom of the deck and whatnot. So yeah, School Vet's going there. They only need 2 more knockouts. Okay, I got the energy. So let's go. That means I don't really need the TM Evo. I don't really have time for TM Evos, more like it. Oh, another Corviknight. Beautiful. We're going to shoot through. We're going to deal 50 and 50. The perfect amount. The perfect amount. Right there. We get 2 prizes. We tie this game up. They got no energy out. We're looking good. We're looking good. Yes, they moved the metal energy, but I get 3 cards. One of them's a metal energy. Whew. We're looking good. If I could get Postwick back, that would be really swell. Swell? What am I? Old-timey? Oh, golly gee, that would be real swell there. Ooh, that Kecleon art. Whoa, let's take a look at this. I love it. I love it. That is so cool. So cool. Buddy buddy poofin'. A buddy buddy poofin'. A buddy buddy poofin'. Buddy buddy. A buddy buddy. Okay, I need Quaquaval, right? I need to draw. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I need to draw. Handheld fan. I have to do damage, right? So if Kecleon flips heads, they don't move my energy, right? Nestash. Another metal energy. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're going to put 50 on this Aselgor here. Tails. Okay, so they're going to move my energy probably onto the Quackville. That makes the most sense to me. But that means next turn I am lined up to win this thing as long as they flip Tails again. Oh, I'll have to flip heads on my Corviknight, though. This is going to be that double flip where I need first a heads, then a tails, then I win. But, yeah. At least if I flip heads on Confuse... Oh, they didn't have the retreat. Oof, that's rough. I'll just finish it. No, because it's not guaranteed because of the Kecleon. I'm going to Iono. Okay, there we go. Quavel. Up tempo. Postwick. Just for the heck of it. Shoot through. We're going to knock out this Aselgor. The Kecleon, it's a coin flip. They flipped heads. So I don't get to move... I don't get to knock out the Kecleon this turn. They don't get to move the energy, though. That's pretty big for me. Okay, I just need one more prize. And I think I'll go after the benched Kecleon. I'm getting plenty of energy now, which is great. I don't know. Dang, they're taking away my energy. At least I got Quaquaval, right? I don't know, too. Holy cow. This is intense. Ooh, now they have free retreat, but what do they retreat into? That's the tough question. Oh, Maractus. Maractus would probably be okay. The only issue with it is, A, I don't take damage when I attack, only when I knock it out. Up tempo. But I can knock out the Kecleon. Yeah. I didn't need up tempo. Sorry, Clinton. I really didn't need to do that. Hoogal, are you ready to play a standard match against me? You with your, Oh. It works on the bench, too. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Oh, nice, nice. But Hugal, are you ready to play Dondozo against me? Just let me know. Hugal is ready. Heck yeah. Clinton, what a good game. That was so interesting and so aggravating on my side. But I was finally able to pull it off. Good game. Now let me see what my friend's messaging me about. Okay, interesting. It's about D&D. I really didn't need to read it right now, but you know, when I have notifications, I gotta clear those notifications. All right, Hugal. Let's see. Let me get out my standard Bug Ninja deck, which I know is not going to do well against Dondozo, but you know. Up. Hugal. Challenge friend. Send match request. Clinton, GG's. That was a really good game. It was your first game with the deck. That is impressive. I liked the Unpheasant, but I don't think it really fits in with the Selgor stuff, you know? I feel like those are just, like, not meshing well. I could be wrong, but yeah. Richard, going long tonight? Yep, as long as I have people to play against, I will keep on going. I'm kind of at that point of the stream. As long as people get in line to play against me, I'll keep going. But once I'm out, I think I'll stop and take a break and, you know, go rest. And Hugal and I still have Severance to finish. So hopefully we can finish that. Maybe tonight. Probably not, though. Probably tomorrow. What do we got going on tomorrow? Is tomorrow a day off? No. Mimikyu. Oh man, she started Mimikyu against me. Yeah, tomorrow's a day off. We'll see if the Thursday D&D group is going to meet, but beyond that. Richard, I was able to watch Daredevil and still come back to your stream. We are several episodes behind on Daredevil, so we are not as lucky. Oh, this is going to be huge. Buddy Buddy. I'm going to Buddy Buddy out Shuppet and Dunsparce. Right. And then I'm going to Brock Scouting out. A Shelmet and a Mimikyu. Done. Put those down. And then I'm going to end my turn. So as long as they don't get Mimikyu out this next turn, that'll be fine. If they get an energy on Dondozo, get Mimikyu out of the active, and get Tatsuguris into the discard, I will be in trouble. Arvin for Brilliant Blender. Yep. Looked like they grabbed Bravery Charm, though, so they don't have a way to get Mimikyu out of the active, it seems. Clinton. It's a bulky, free retreater that can bounce energy back to the hand. The thought is that climbing the Snowy Mountain provides a similar sort of value to Poisonous Jungle. No, I get that. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, beautiful. So we're going to get a knockout here. We do got Pekarite. Let's see. They played Brilliant Blender, right? How many Tatsuguri? 2? 2 is enough, though. So I'm going to put that there. And then Professor's Research for a brand new hand. We get Max Rod, which is pretty nice. But I don't need to play anything. So I'll just knock out this Mimikyu, put Mimikyu into the active. watch them knock out Mimikyu with their Dondozo, then we go to work. Clinton might not be super optimal, but I think it synergizes well. No, I get what you're saying. That sounds fun. That definitely sounds fun. Richard, it's the best thing Marvel has had their hands on. Yeah, what we've seen so far is so good. I am so excited for more Daredevil. I heard that it's going to be 2 seasons, so I'm trying not to build myself up too much for the finale, because they're planning on a 2nd season. So the finale is probably just going to leave you wanting more than it is going to be satisfying, you know? So I'm trying not to get built up there. Like, they took an 18 episode run, shortened it to 9, but then they're doing a 2nd season. So it's going to be the full 18 episodes, but it's 9 and 9. So, yeah. Yeah. Clinton, the blender. Yeah, the blender. Blender can be dangerous. They knock out Mimikyu. Ah, jeez. Ah, golly, jeez. Selgor go. We're going to be focusing on Pekarunt, I think. Which isn't great. I only have one of it in the deck, because I don't think many people would focus on that. I got Boss, but I think I'll save that Buddy for Shelmet, I guess? No, Dunsparce. Let's get some more draw going, right? We want some more draw here. Perilous Jungle. Poisonous Ploy. And we're going to put Pekarunt out. That's going to add on the poison, right? So that's 150. If they don't have the active, Dondozo will be knocked out. They don't have a Dondozo ready. And it will be knocked out through poison, which won't activate Fezandipity. So I'm looking good there. But they got Togepi out. In the final evolution, they can either go for the draw engine or the extra prizes. If they go for extra prizes, they could still outpace me just by flipping enough heads, which is dangerous. See, I get like notifications of emails. I know I shouldn't be distracted while I'm playing, but yeah. Holy cow. This is several paragraphs that they're doing. They're doing some world building for me, which, Calico, if you are listening, you got me with that last message. Oh, man, that was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, man. Okay, so there's Dondozo knocked out Pekarunt, so they flipped heads on their confusion, which works out great for them, not so great for me. Yeah, they went for the extra prizes. It looks like they flipped tails on it. I was distracted. I know I shouldn't be, but I was. I can get a knockout, but what do I put in the active? I can Max Rod back Mimikyu and Pekarunt. I'm gonna do that. Max Rod. I know that feels like a waste, trust me, but I feel like I gotta. I gots to. Arvin. Arvin's gonna grab me a Super Rod and a Rescue Board? No, Earthen Vessel. I guess I'm gonna grab Rescue Board regardless. No, I'm not, because I got Professor's Research, so I'd rather not discard all that stuff too fast. Earthen Vessel. The Arvin. Done. Let me grab some energy. Shelmet. Poisonous Ploy. I know I'm putting Mimikyu out, and it's not doing anything against Dondozo. But it's a single prizer that's not an attacker, at least not a primary attacker for me. So I think it's going to be fine. Switch. Okay. Dondozo comes into the active. I did knock it out by damage. They do get Fez. Not that really matters. They already had the energy. Alright, flip the script. Clinton. Waffles are pancakes with abs. True. True. That's why I eat pancakes. I don't need to feel shame by staring at my food like that. Like, oh, you've got abs. Like, you know, whoop-de-doo for you, I guess. Just go with pancakes. Easier to cook, easier to make, and they don't make you feel terrible about how you look. Alright, they knock out Mimikyu. Let's see this coin flip. Do they get heads? Dang it. That's really bad for me. That's really bad. That Mimikyu just became a 2-prizer. Oh no. There goes the Selgor. Oh no. Oh geez, no. Alright, Pekarunt. There goes Rescue Board there. This grass energy can totally go to Selgor. I'm going to... I'm going to Professor's Research and hope that I can get a jungle. I got a jungle, okay. So I can not... No, wait, no. Do I? No, I don't think so. 70 plus 80 is not enough. Dang it. But that's a coin flip to attack, and hopefully they get tails. That's all I can really do is hope. But Dondozo is a beast nowadays. Like, hitting 200 as a single prizer, and then the mix of Lively Stadium and the Bravery Charm putting up to 240 HP is just insane. Alright, they crispined only for 1 energy. So that's good info. That is good info. I am a little disappointed I discarded the boss's orders. They knocked themselves out. Okay. Okay, now what are they going to put active? That's my next question. So there's 1. So much work for a drop of blood, you know? Where are they going to put active? That's the biggie. The big question. I haven't discarded both of them, have I? No, just 1. Okay, cool. Let's Pokegear. Boss? Yes, boss. We're going to boss up that Dondozo. And we're going to go to town on it. Let's retreat. Bring up a Selgor. I could Ultra Ball. I'm not going to. Poisonous Ploy. Let's knock out this Dondozo. Well, I guess we don't knock it out, but like, we're gonna stack on damage. Plus, it's confused. So if they flip tails on confusion again, they are knocked out, and we will tie up this game. Professor Turo scenario, of course. All that work for nothing. Nothing, I tell you. Nothing. Yeah, yep. I guess the energy goes into the discard. And they couldn't crispin before, so do they have enough energy? If Hugal is listening, I am out of boss. Like, I know your deck, so, like, it's fair that you get some information on my deck. I am out of boss right now. I do only play 1 Pekarunt, but it's really coming in handy. I went down from 2 to 1 of, because it just wasn't coming up in enough scenarios, but this is really... This is a really good game. That's what this is right here. This is a really good game. So back and forth. Then I can Brock Scouting again. Grab the Dunsparce. I can then Nest Ball for Dunsparce before I do Runaway Draw again. So I'll Nest Ball. Dunsparce there. Then I'll Runaway Draw. I get a Selgor. Okay, cool. There's a Selgor. A Luminous Energy onto that Selgor. I'm playing down the Mimikyu. And I'm throwing a Rescue Board on it. So then I'll retreat. Bring up the Selgor. And we'll knock out this Mimikyu. This is wannabe Pikachu here. I wonder if they're gonna like Super Rod Energy back into the deck, and then they'll Crispin a Dondozo and knock out my Pekka this turn. Let's see. I have fallen behind on the waffle versus pancakes discourse. Let's see. Richard, no fat pockets for syrup and butter. Yeah, but that causes butter not to be spread evenly across the waffle, which is slightly an issue, in my opinion. It makes it a very uneven eating experience, which, yes, can be fun, can also be frustrating for some people. Clinton, they work out on the waffle press, but are you out of employees? They never expect the employees' orders. Okay, I think the employees thing is about boss's orders. Dang. I think Hugao just ran out of energy. That's too bad. Hugao, that was a fantastic match. Your deck did everything I expected it to, but, like, yeah, just running out of energy. It happens, you know? So, I apologize. Did anyone else want to play? Currently, I have no one in line, so if anyone else wants to jump in and play, just let me know. And, yeah. I also want to ask a question. Do you think it would be better for some of these deck profiles that I do to just take streamed matches and throw them on the video after I go through the whole deck explaining it? Hugao, sorry for conceding. I had no energy left. No worries. We understand. I was wondering if you were going to like Super Rod energy back into the deck and then hit the Crispin, accelerate energy to your Dondozo and take a knockout and all that stuff. Like, and that Togekiss makes Dondozo so scary, especially for a single prize deck. That Togekiss makes Dondozo so frightening. Dondozo hits so easily, and then that Togekiss turns my 1 prizers into 2 prizers. Insane. Or should I just take live stream matches, throw them on the end of deck profiles, and be like, there you go? Or do you think it's better that I do play live after I do the deck profile, go into a game, play live sort of thing? Sometimes it leads to uneven matches, but sometimes it leads to some fun stuff happening where like, oh, that was an easy win, let me play another, you know? I don't know. Stuff to think about. Let me know in the Discord. Seems like no one else wants to play, which is fine. We've been going on for a while. How long is this? Almost 3 hours. So I just want to say, everyone that is still watching, everyone that has been rewatching, Slowpoke. Alright, I reworked the Mel deck. I think it works much better now. Slowpoke, did you want to play? You just came in under the wire. Do you want to play again? Or should I close out for the night? We are almost at the 3-hour mark. You haven't tested it yet. No worries if you don't want to play. No worries. I'll just end here then. I just want to say thank you to everyone that has watched, that continues to watch, that is watching. I appreciate each and every one of you very much. I hope you understand that. This hobby can be difficult to continue in. Who's challenging me right now? Oh, Slowpoke, you're challenging me. I need to change my deck then. I guess we're still going, which is fine, which is totally fine. I'm just going to stick with Bug Ninja, though. I really like Bug Ninja, what can I say? So this will be the match that sends us off. So, yeah, just know I appreciate each and every one of you very much. I hope you have wonderful days, wonderful weeks, until we see each other again on another live stream. Yeah. One idea is that if I can make it easier for me for videos, so I take live streamed games and just have those as videos, just like slap them on at the end of a deck profile, I would strive to live stream more, right? Yes. So that's kind of the idea. Don't know if I can make that happen. There's a lot going on with, like, I got 2 D&D games going on. I'm going to be running my first completely home-brewed campaign here starting Wednesday. That's what the message is about from one of my players, from Calico. Yeah, Calico in the Discord. You know them. You love them. It's Calico from the Discord. Sorry. Just thought that was funny. Alright, let's see. Against Dreepy. Alright. I got so worried that I was playing against Dracloak. Or Dragapult. Being like, Dragapult? Wait, I thought we were playing Pauper. Oh no! But yeah, we're playing Pauper. So I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. I want to save the energy. I think I just end turn there. Yeah, I don't love it because Iono would kind of hurt right now, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. Call Bell? What the heck? Call Bell. What? Alright, a bunch of Dreepies. You're gonna grab another Buddy. Wait, is Meltan Buddyable? Wait, you're just evolving up your Dreepies into Dracloaks? Okay. Insane. Toad's cool. Oh, did they get the idea for Toad's cool for a free retreat? This is supposed to be a Melmetal deck. Let me know when it becomes a Melmetal deck, because I haven't even seen Meltan yet. What's going on here? And fighting energy. I see a lot of fighting energy. Okay, we'll do Brock Scouting. We're going to grab a Shelmet and a Shelmet, I think. I think double Shelmet is right here. Because we don't even have a single one down. So we'll play that one down. Play that one down. We'll move that there. I'm going to switch into that. And end turn. I got 2 Pokegears. Hopefully I can hit a Brock's Scouting off one of those, so I can then get Toad's Cruel out and get free retreat going, because that's nice. That's real nice. I like that. Ultra Ball. Are we gonna finally see Meltan? Or is this just Toad's Cruel? I looked away while they showed it to me. Alright. They grabbed Sandy Shocks. Okay, I thought this was supposed to be a Melmetal deck. I reworked the Melmetal deck a little. What about this is reworking the Melmetal deck a little? I haven't seen Melmetal or Meltan yet. And I'm seeing a bunch of fighting energy. Was that supposed to be like metaphorically you're doing that? So, but you actually made a completely different deck? I wonder if you guys can see this. Okay. Bug catching set. Cool. Play that down. No, it doesn't look like you guys can. Okay. Selgor. Pokegear. Pokegear. Just gonna hit done there, not take anything. Bug catching set, just cause. One grass energy, nope. I already attached a grass, so I'm gonna Professor's Research. Hopefully I can get Toad's Cruel. Dang it. I did get Brock Scouting eventually, so that's cool. Vengeful Punch there. Oh, I do have Switch. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Switch. Bring up a Selgor. Poisonous Ploy. Bring up the Maractus. Alright. Whew. Slowpoke. This is supposed to be Melmetal. What happened? Copy. Let's go here. Into general. And we will. Well, bam! There we go. There we go. Okay, so now this is just a Koraidon deck. Oh, you just survived. Dang. That's fine. Alright, Brock Scouting can get me the Toad's Cruel. Done. Oh, Slowpoke saying that they like to spread a little misinformation in chat. Alright. We'll grab that prize. What do we get? Spiky Energy. Very nice, very nice. So they'll knock out Maractus. They'll take 60. I'll do 70, and I'll knock them out. Ugh. Burp. Burp, burp, burp. I think Sophie's looking forward to going home. I don't think she wants to be in this shed much longer. Artisan! Oh boy. Sweet. I can get another Maractus out. Professor Saw's Vitality, so they can accelerate energy, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Recon Directive. Activated. Recon Directive. Activated. Triple kill. Kill-tacular. There's a card game at GameStop. It's a Halo card game made by Upper Deck. It's not TCG or anything. I'm just curious if people would be interested in that. Because I do like the Halo series. Halo series was huge in my childhood. You know, super important to me. Wonder if people would be interested in that. Me doing like a small review of that. Because I got another non-Pokemon card game video that I need to make. I might do that for not this Friday, but the following Friday. Or I might delay some openings. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. You know? Artisan. Gonna grab me a Maractus. Done. I could Brock Scouting for the other two basics. I'm going to. We'll grab Shelmet and Toadstool. Nice. We'll throw those out. I'm going to throw out Perilous Jungle just so they can't get any more basics. And we will Poisonous Ploy. Get that knockout. Put up Maractus. Goodbye, Koraidon. Now, as long as we can stay ahead of them on the knockouts, I think we'll do fine. You know? Redeemable ticket. I don't think I need that, so Professor's Research next turn. And we just go burr. Arvin, okay. Arvin for Nestball. Super Rod, okay. Then Nestball, or they play Artisan again. Koraidons. Okay, so all my Maractus are going to be in the discard here, sadly. So I do need a Super Rod and something to get basics out. Yes. Don't know exactly what, but that is what I need, you know? They're going to Recon Directive 3 times. Let's see what trainers they have in the discard. 2 Sadas, so they probably have 2 more in the deck because Sada is just super big for ancients like that. That might be what they're trying to get now. They got the Koraidon out. They played Energy. Oh, I guess I got all sorts of confused. Okay. Okay, I see what they're doing. Yeah. Okay. Exploding Needles. Gorgeous. I could Arvin for Super Rod. Punch. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's get some cards drawn. And now I regret my decision. Isn't it funny how that happens? Well, Duskball. Ah, dang. I was like, I don't know what it can grab, but like, I don't need it anymore because I just discard redeemable tickets, so. Go Toadstool. What was said in Discord? Link Hawkins says they loved the Switch Direct. Bank on Mario Kart 8 as a system seller is smart with how much Mario Kart 8 sold. I think I said Mario Kart 8. Yeah, no, Mario Kart games getting to 80 sucks though, but we all know GTA 6 is going to be that or more, so it was coming. Slip really wish they'd go to 70 at most though. Yeah, just the pricing of Switch games is really frustrating. Because that just means you play less games. It does make Game Pass, which I have, much better value. That actually expires. I need to. Right. I need to boot up Solitaire and have that run for 15 minutes. I do all the reward stuff to try to keep it as free as possible, and they keep making it harder and harder on me. But I've had it for free for quite a while, so, you know, we'll see. And Solitaire should be muted, so it shouldn't be... You shouldn't even hear it or be able to tell that it's booted up. Anyways. There's an Artisan. Alright, so I can Arvin a Super Rod, then get back Maractus. That's pretty nice. Okay. So I think we're just going to keep this at 1-1 throughout this entire thing. Let's go Arvin, Super Rod, Vengeful Punch, Super Rod, 1, 2, 3 back into the deck. Artisan, one of them out. Then we're gonna Bug Catching Set, hopefully to grab one Grass Energy, one Maractus. Just one Maractus, dang it. I'll throw that one out though. We can Vengeful Punch both. That's legit. Perilous Jungle. Alright, so that's a knockout on Sandy Shocks. I put Maractus up with the Vengeful Punch. Grass Energy. Beautiful. So I got Selgors for days, which is very nice. So if they gust up a Selgor, knock that out. I attack with a Selgor, does not hit for weakness, and put Maractus up. Then they attack with Koraidon. They'll actually prevent me from getting the knockout, and I think they'll actually win. But they need Counter Catcher. They got 2 cards left, 8 cards in their hand, and they need Counter Catcher. You know? Maybe they'll just deck themselves out instead. You know, maybe that'll be the thing. Beautiful. All right, final KO. Very nice. Very nice. Put up a Selgor, attach the Grass Energy, and attack for knockout. Alright, Slowpoke, Slip, whatever you want to go by. Thanks for the match. I can quit out of that. But I think, should we call it? I do gotta wait for Solitaire to hit 15 minutes anyways. But, I don't know. Slip said they think they need Energy Capsule for their Melmetal deck. It's not a Melmetal deck anymore. Energy Capsule would help with some stuff, mostly special conditions and poison. Yeah. You might also want to throw in like just one copy of Great Tusk, because you would have the ability to just switch into mill mode also. That would be legit. Yeah, a bit more tankier, and it would really mess with a Selgor, because then I can't get poison or anything on you. And I don't want to play Jamming Tower because I need my Vengeful Punches. Although I guess I could, just in case someone runs Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, I could run a Jamming Tower, turn off their tools, then attack. But it would really only work as like a 1-of for me, you know? Yeah, that was good. That was good game, Slowpoke / Slip. Thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you, of course, as always. You know, and this one for over 3 hours. So, heck yeah, 3 hour stream. I hope you all enjoyed this. We'll see you again next week, Wednesday, same time, same place, if I don't get on sooner. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, until next time.